Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue, and this is part 2 of our look at the Contemporary Longrifle Association's 20th annual show in Lexington, Kentucky. And we're going to look at some more contemporary long rifles that will be gorgeous. We'll look at some antique arms and some accoutrements. So let's get back to the show. You don't see a lineup like this every day. This is an assortment of rifles from some of the best builders in the business. It's just, it's a lot of beauty all in one place.
Do you know Scotch and Kathy?
No, I can't say
Kathy England, Scotch David.
My pleasure, Bruce Roberts.
Bruce Roberts. Don't push him, don't push him. It's all that fun.
Decided that we're going a little bit different this year. Had a knife collecting event for quite a while, and we doing okay today?
I'm doing great. I'm getting sensory overload today, I think.
If you look at the gap.
All right, tell me about that knife. That's a pretty knife, so give me the whole story on it.
Okay, well, the original comes from Fort Michilimackinac, and I do have the original one. And like I said, this is a real good copy of it. The original's got the tapered spring on it. Blade shape and everything is on spear pointed.
That is a gorgeous knife. I think that is my favorite knife here at the show so far, I've got to tell you. Well, I actually bought that folding knife and another horn scale folder along with this really nice bone-handled sheath knife from Scott Somerville. And I'm probably going to do an article on him in the future for American Frontiersman magazine.
That's the whole premise of this place. They were a lot of, they went on, whenever they would go to those customers, they didn't talk about how they had all this energy and went back and sit down and telling stories and stuff. The purpose of this display is that God will allow them to come back for one last hunt. This is what their campsite looks like. Now you have to artists help it together.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting the next few years. I'll hopefully I'm hanging around for a while. Well, you take care.
All right, take care. Nice visiting.
Nice talking to you.
Got a gun.
Here's a beautiful iron and silver patch box on a Chuck Edwards rifle. Just a beautiful southern rifle. Right, this is a really interesting British sporting rifle and pistol from the 1820s approximate era. It's 60 caliber. This is a buffalo hunting gun. It would have been used out west, or similar guns would have been used in Africa and India. And it really is a very neat piece of work.
This is strong, thin, strong.
This display started off with collectors in Delta Junction, Alaska, believe it or not. It made its way here to Kentucky for the CLA Show. And it's a very impressive display of 18th century rifles. Well, here's a beautiful display that has an English style Fowler as its centerpiece. Got lovely bags, silver gorget, horn, of course the gun itself. And then just some great quill work here. Take a look at the work of Kyle Williard, who just makes some beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Oh, I didn't know he had anything left. I think he sold
Not that I know.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah, I don't know where I'm the hired help.
This is all Kyle's work. Ken Gahagan is an absolute master of the club butt fowler, and this is a great one by him. And obviously they've got the name club butt for obvious reasons here, but this is just a beautifully made gun. This year, the CLA President's display is Tomahawks. And there is just a tremendous display of beautifully crafted tomahawks. And if you want a tomahawk, every major maker is here. And just some great work. Well, in addition to the contemporary makers, here at the CLA Show, there's an entire exhibit hall devoted to nothing but antique long rifles and accoutrements. A couple of beautiful early original flintlock rifles. These guns are in great shape. I'm here with Bob Brown, and he has got a beautiful 4-bore elephant gun that he built. Bob, what can you tell me about that rifle?
Yeah, these guns were made in the late 1800s, usually in England, specifically for that African elephant ivory trade. A lot of guys use these guns to poach, a lot of times, elephants. One of the most famous was a guy named Frederick Sellis, who used these guns, and he'd talk about after a day's hunting, he would be beaten black and blue from the gun.
Man, I'm almost black and blue just picking that thing up.
And these guns weighed 20 pounds plus. They would shoot heavy lead balls. And a lot of guys, they'd ride in on horses and shoot the elephants, and if that didn't work, the horses would gallop off with the hunter on.
Now swing that up, let's take a look at that bore.
It's not loaded.
Thank goodness. All right, folks, that's a 4-bore, a 1-inch ball. I'm gonna put my thumb next to it. That'll give you an idea of how big a hole that is in the muzzle. That is phenomenal. Well, Bob, thank you very much.
You bet.
Well, let's finish off the 2016 Contemporary Longrifle Association show by taking a look at an album of still photos from the event.